everything.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event tonight.
Andre, the China WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what a It's not the world is watching! Are you ready?
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
The lace in your dress tingles my neck. How do I the death of the bachelor? Letting the water fall. The death of the bachelor. Seems so pitiful. Have we ever after? How can I ask for more? The lifetime of passion. Have you spent so the death of the bachelor?
I'm cutting my mind off. It feels like my heart is going to burst. A road at a table for two, and I just wanna be served. And when you think of me, am I the best you ever known? Say one more drink with me, solid into your side.
I'm walking the road, watching the sky fall. The lace in your dress tangles my neck. How do I the death of the bachelor? Letting the water fall. The death of the bachelor. Seems so pitiful. Have we ever after? How can I ask for more? The lifetime of passion. Have you spent so the death of the bachelor?
It is I, it is he, it is me, P-double-D-E Temple, going to the place to be reviews right here with all of you's Wednesday night Going Rogue episode number 56. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you to my Kazooians. Y'all get thanked momentarily, proper like, you know. Let me acknowledge this wonderful chat right now. Scroll all the way back up here. Culture Casino, I love it. He's on. He might be here. He may or may not be here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We might have a culture site. We might have a touch of class and culture on the panel this evening. Meddy's in the house. What's up, Meddy? How you doing, brother? Welcome. Meddy's one of my channel members. Keely Chow, the Phantom Menace Ultron. Wait for it. There are no strings on me. There you go, Keely. That's just for you. Judas Goat Barbecue. What's up, my brother? Thank you. Dude dropped a $25 super chat on me Monday night. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. That means so much. Let's see. Meddy says, do we hail each other? Is there a secret handshake? There might be a secret handshake. You never know. You never know. Sporks in the house. That Sporking sent me. Cardinal, thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate you being here. Scotty's a channel member here. So is Meddy. Well, we got Nelson the Gentleman. Catch the replay tomorrow. Have a great show. Have a great night, Nelson. Thank you, my brother. As he calls me now, I'm Go T-Tap. I'm Go T-Tap now. I like that. Brahma Bull, what's up? Another channel member. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you. Tina Bojan, another channel member in the house. Tina, how you doing? Tina sent me a article for a members video. So channel members, if you haven't checked that out yet, go check that out about the MMA fighter assisting the police officer. That was great. Nano's in the house. What up, brother? Nano was just on my member stream with me. There's another channel member, Glenn Schroeder. What's going on, Glenn? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Now, let me introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, that I have properly acknowledged this amazing chat. Manliness and Motivation, another channel member. What's going on? Never shake hands with Jeffrey Tubin after a Zoom meeting. Words to live by. Words to live by, Manliness. Let me introduce to you my co-host with the most, my brother from another mother. I love this dude to death. All around, just a good human being. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony ToneDef.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to the chat. You guys are great. Hail everyone on the panel. It's hump day, so I'm looking forward to a great show. I think you're on mute.
I am muted. Rookie mistake. Hi, it's my first day here on YouTube. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Here we go. Let me get over here to let's see. I've been asking this cat to come on for a couple weeks now. I finally got him locked down. Ladies and gentlemen, new comic book Normie.
Hey, I'm new comic book Normie for short. You have been asking for the past couple of weeks. I've been pretty busy, but glad to be here tonight. I actually told Etha, please, I'm not trying to like dodge or anything. I really want to come on, so don't just give up on me. But happy to be here. And actually tonight I have the root beer of the night. I don't drink anymore, so I drink root beer, and I have this Chicago root beer. It's a little dry, pretty good, but it's got this kind of nasty like drive-by aftertaste. So if they fix that, we'll be good to go. But other than that, looking forward to a good show.
Oh, good to have you, man. Good to have you. I knew you weren't ducking me, bro. I knew you were busy. It's all good. It's all good. You're here now, and that's what matters, man. Thank you. Thank you. Next up, he is the fandom vampire that don't sparkle, but he sure do shine. Twinkle, twinkle, baby. It's Angelus Draven.
Hey guys, what's up? I hope everybody's having a good night. Should be a good show tonight. It usually is over here. Wrestling news later or something like that. But yeah.
Well, thank you, Draven. Good to we've streamed together every night since Sunday now.
Yeah, we have
every night since Sunday.
Yep.
So it's all good, man. I always like streaming with this guy. He's a good dude. We watched AEW over on his channel Sunday night. Got to review that. That was a lot of fun. Talked wrestling last night. We're gonna talk a little bit more later in our main event topic. But let me introduce to you now. This is a gentleman who I was streaming with for about a little over a year and a half now. This guy is a wealth of information, a good dude, a great supporter of the community, has a wonderful channel. You can catch him usually every minute of every day. Streaming somewhere, hobnobbing with the big wigs. Sometimes it comes down to the bottom levels of Coruscant where we still sell death sticks to hang out with us. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Culture Casino.
Oh wow, drunk 3PO's joining us tonight. That's going to be awesome. Wow, what a great build-up for him. I can't wait to see him. Anyway, thanks for having me on, ETEP. I appreciate being here, man. I've been missing you guys like you've no idea. I can't say enough good things about what you've been doing with your channel. You got mad support from a lot of different corners, so it's great to be here. It's been a minute since I've been here, so this is going to be fun. We did a little bit of rundown magic in the background, and I am excited to not talk about Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. I'm really excited to not talk about that.
Yep.
So very, very excited. So, but thanks for having me as usual. Check out all these amazing creators I get to hang out with every once in a while. Angelus is an old school friend. So is ETEP. Tony ToneDef is the man. Normie I've supported since he started his stuff. And this is going to be a good time, guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all. Love you.
Thank you for being here, Culture, man. Appreciate you too.
Yeah, it's good streaming with you again.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't want to talk about
Oh.
I don't want to talk about Obi-Wan. I don't want to, I didn't even watch the third episode. I didn't watch it yet.
Did a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, it's like I don't actively go out of my way to, but my son was like, hey, and I'm like, because he saw it with mom, he saw it was on, and I'm like, dude, he's like, Dad, because he loves Star Wars. I'm like, you know what? All right. And I sat down, I watched it with him, and I'm kayfabing it for him because it's Star Wars, and he's he knows the only Star Wars that's sacrilege in our house is The Last Jedi. We don't speak of that. We don't watch it. It gets no play. But yeah, so I haven't even, like I said, we were over at the new house right after school today, going through things. So I was busy. I didn't have a chance to do much. I did get a video out this morning, and yeah, like I said, later on, into June, if there's a lull in single release video content, I will do my best to keep doing live streams while I'm moving. But if there's a lull for a few days, bear with me, folks, because I'm getting ready to uproot and move a whole 5 minutes away from where I am now, and I'll have the ability though to build a studio in my basement as well as have a weight room right next to that studio, something of which I am ecstatic to because all my weights are in my garage right now collecting dust and covered in everything because this is why I bought 3 times the house I have now because I need space. And yeah, so we're gonna have, like I said, there'll be a studio set up, and I'm gonna get it made so I can have people come in too. I want to have that space.
Build it out, yeah, baby.
That's and like I said, if you can glean anything from somebody who's successful, and Tony kind of turned me on to the Tim Pool stuff.
Oh yeah,
and I really like that idea of having people come in because it's great to do this, but it's great to also have somebody be able to sit down with you and have that real interaction. So Tony already knows he's got an invite.
You're gonna need an actual producer, man, if you're gonna do multi cameras like what Timmy does. So yeah, a control board system, audio engineer. You need somebody who can do that stuff. But man, I wish you lived closer. I'd come out there and build that studio out for you, man.
I want to do like eventually, like I said, we'll start with the room and then it'll be, we'll start soundproofing and adding things in. And one of my best friends is an electrician. So luckily I have him. He's my son's godfather. Ooh. So I have him that's going to, wire everything for me. So yeah, I'm excited.
Don't shortchange your space, bro. And always leave an extra 6 inches inside your exterior wall for a whole other wall inside to give you your soundproofing that you're looking for.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. That's I've been kind of looking into stuff now because Tony and I were talking about that too. So yeah, it's exciting. Like I said, I want to get moved in. I gotta get the house. We're closing next Friday, and then do the painting and get everything packed up here at this house. Then list this one, which is nice because we're literally under no time constraints.
No pressure. Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
This is the first time. Now this will be the 4th house we've bought since 2011, and it's like this is the first time we've actually had time to move and take our time and yeah, so it'll be nice. It'll be very nice. So that will be happening in the next, like I said, a couple weeks, folks. So, and I'll keep you guys on top of everything. So, if ETEP's not putting out videos, don't worry. I'll still be live streaming one way or another. So you won't miss that. But, like I said, the videos might have to take a back seat for a minute, which we all know I drive the traffic for the live streams anyway. That's no secret. And I enjoy this. I do. So, but we're going to get into holy shit news. But before we do that, we got to thank the channel members. We got to thank the Kazooians, because the Kazooians, you all 23 of you are amazing humans, and I do thank you for your kind support so much. And that was just a Mike Zero line I gave out. So let me thank these guys. Here you go. Here's your Kazooian. Thank you, folks.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
All right, ladies and gents, thank you to my Kazooians. You are all amazing people. Thank you so much for your support. If you haven't joined yet, the option's there. It's $2.99 a month. Like I said, 8 live streams, early access to videos, and members-only content, which I'm actually doing a members video tomorrow before I'm over on Orville Nation with PJ and the gang over there. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Let's roll it for Holy Shit News.
Holy shit!
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a swordfish almost went through my head?
Holy shit! Holy shit! And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything. Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
All right, here we go. We're on Holy Shit News. First, before we do, I want to acknowledge I have some channel member milestones here. Let me see. I got to scroll up here. I have Mr. Grant Gregory, who's been a member for 3 months, has just watched the Gotham Knights trailer. OMFG. Yeah, trust me. Me and Grant Gregory are going to collaborate on that a little bit. Sporking News member for 3 months. He says Gotham Knights is all you, ETEP. And Mr. Grant Gregory's been gifted 1 membership to I believe those are to you could he can allow gifts. Absolutely.
Yeah, which is neat. I didn't know they added that. It's like Twitch basically. You can gift people a subscription to your channel.
Yeah. So there we go. So he's got 1. Tina Bojan's been a member for a while. She has 5 The Place to Be Reviews memberships that she can give away. I've allowed that to happen. So thank you. So you can give those gift those memberships out. So we'll be seeing an influx of channel members here, hopefully. So which would be nice. That'll be nice. It's you guys are great. I appreciate you, and that's cool that's available. So here we go. Holy shit news, ladies and gentlemen. Police retiree in Speedo exposed self on beach. Florida man 64 was collared on indecent exposure charge. I was gonna say I could see like Culture on the beach in a Speedo, like with his lustrous hair and his beard, like just chilling with his drink in his hand. Like I could see that. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna go full bat dong and just like, pop it out. I doubt it. Not unless he's on a nude beach, but that's another story altogether. But here we go. I don't think they have any nude beaches in Florida.
I thought all beaches were nude beaches in Florida.
I believe there are 2 official nude beaches from my recollection. So, yeah, but
all right.
I don't know that anybody, first of all, if you've ever been to a nude beach, they are not what you think they are.
No, they're not. They are not. I've been once.
Think Euro trip.
Yeah, you want a timeout from your experience there. You roll up, you thinking, oh, this will be really cool, and then you're like, this is terrible. This is terrible.
People don't realize it's always the people who you don't want to see naked are the ones that are naked. That's the way she goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we stayed right next to a nude beach when we were in Jamaica.
Well, now hedonism
2 was right next to Couples where we stayed.
Yeah, that's a little different. Anyway,
it was funny because like there was some topless women on our beach, and the wife and I are just laying there and on our chairs, and I'm face down, kind of half sleeping, and she's like, "Hey," she's like, "I don't want you to be like shocked if you wake up or anything, but there's a woman topless right next to you," and I really quietly am like, I was like, "Is she hot?" She's like. No, not really. She's kind of a bigger girl. I'm like, okay. So the first thing I did was I turned over and I looked. I'm like, you said there were tits. I had to look. You can't tell me there's tits. I don't care what kind they are. I'm going to look.
You have to
like, they're there. Like, even if I have a, oh, God reaction, I'm like, they're there. I had to look. And I was like, heck, you were right. And I just went back to my nap.
Also, it's like, I don't trust you to tell me the truth if it's good tits or bad tits.
I can't believe I would have. There's no way I would have been able to go back to sleep. First of all, props to the your boss, man, for like setting you up for that. But at the same time, man, I would have taken her word for it, man. If she's gonna tell you they're there, A, then she's fucking cool. And B, she probably would tell you the truth. So you had to, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, but it's like, they were tits. And I just was like, I'll look, what the hell? I'm like, she bothered to tell me about them. I'm like, the least I can do is acknowledge it. I'm like, she was like Helga, the lady next to me. Like all she was missing was the helmet with the horns on it. You know what I mean? She was a big like, Swede or something. I don't know.
So it's not. So it wasn't female Loki, I guess, is what you're trying to
say. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Sylvie.
It was Gator Loki.
Mm-hmm. Gator Loki. Now says, I never understood going to the beach and doing nothing. Fishing, sure, but laying around catch skin cancer doesn't seem fun. Oh, I was taking a break in between drinking and drinking. Basically,
I usually like going in the water when I'm at the beach Screw the sand, because that shit gets everywhere. And a nude beach just doesn't sound fun to me because, like I said, sand can get everywhere. And
it is. It's core. See, but I was on I had my towel laid down over top of like a lounge chair. So yeah, I like this. Glinzer, nude beaches usually look like the cast of Cocoon.
Yeah, that's also true. It's
Yes.
weird though. See, to me, beaches are like the intermediary point, right? I go to the ocean for a reason. It's either to swim, surf, boogie board, snorkel, or scuba dive, right? And then sometimes I'll mix in like kayaking and paddle boarding and like freaking jet skis and stuff. But for the most part, the beach is like the intermediary. It's like the place you go to like chill for a minute before you do something else, that probably gets you hurt or whatever. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel where Nano and other people are coming from there. So I get you.
Yeah. See, usually it's like I'm out of, boating, but we were just literally on our honeymoon at the resort. We were chilling. And I think, was that the night we went on because we did like a couple cruises. Like we went on we did a glass bottom boat cruise while we were there. And then we went on like a rum cruise where we got to jump off and swim through a cave they used in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Oh, nice.
And I promise you, that's the only time that entire franchise or anybody in it will be mentioned this entire broadcast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was neat. It was in what the hell was it called? Bloody Bay or whatever they call that bay over there. It's like that's like 7 miles, like the most beautiful beach in the world. It is. And honestly, after going to like the Dominican, I like Jamaica more. I've never actually got to go to the beach in Florida though. I've only been to the airport.
Well, it depends on which beach you go to, because some of the beach in Florida sucks ass. It's rocky, shelly, messy, gross.
Yeah,
the DR is okay, right? It's better than its neighbor, the Haiti. But if you like Jamaica, bro, the Big Island in Hawaii is waiting for you, bro.
That's what my wife said. She's been there. She's like, yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of your boss, man, you married like 5 levels above your league, bro. Holy cow! Anyway,
I did. Absolutely. I did, and I have no problem admitting that. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same thing, so I feel you, bro.
She knows it too. She knows it, but she's a good sport. So here we go. May 26th, proving again that Florida man plus Speedo equals trouble, a 64-year-old retiree was arrested Tuesday for allegedly exposing himself to a female beachgoer, according to a police report. Investigators say Charles Hickson was busted Tuesday afternoon for indecent exposure following an incident at Sunset Beach in Tarpon Springs, Florida, a Tampa suburb.
Is that like a Speedo depends?
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
That's weird.
That or that thing that boxers wear to protect their area down there while they're training.
Yep. It's God. Oh, the Florida Gulf beaches are better than the Atlantic side.
That's 100% true.
Yep. That's believable with the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
I need to get down there. Let's see. Hickson was in the water about knee deep wearing a Speedo when he pulled down the front of his swimsuit and exposed his penis, cops allege. Hickson, seen above, was allegedly holding it in his hand while staring and grinning at the 28-year-old victim who was on the beach. Jesus. The
Who
woman
does this? Apparently this guy, I guess.
This guy.
Okay, so I was coming into this when I first saw it, and I was thinking, okay, this is going to be some type of like huge misunderstanding because you got an older guy, he doesn't, maybe he doesn't realize some things, have dropped a little further than what he was used to, and now shorter shorts he probably shouldn't wear or bend over
Bad
a lot.
grandpa.
Bend over a lot if he does. So I thought it was going to be something like that, and wow.
Oh God, yeah. This is what is this? Clipperton Island is nice, with 580 nautical miles away from tourists. That must be nice then. Yeah, Nano. I think you sent me pictures of your boat, Nano. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be a fun cruise. written like a romance novel up until that point. When he pulled down his Speedo, fondled his old penis, and made eye contact.
And smiled.
Apparently, though, I mean, she got a good look at it. You know
Listen.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. She said he's about 7 to 8 inches, and it was similar in color to his body, which was tan.
Now, can you trust this? Because you know, a woman thinks that this is 6 inches. So,
Isn't that necessarily men's fault that she thinks that's 6 inches?
oh,
though?
for
I
sure,
don't-
yeah.
We've been gaslighting him this long. Shh, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Don't actually
Don't
use a
tell him.
tape measure, ladies. Holy cow!
Yeah. Oh God. A witness told police they saw Hickson with his hands at his crotch, but did not see him expose himself. When questioned by Tarpon Springs cops, Hickson denied anything happened and stated he did not intentionally expose himself to anyone. Can't he just claim dementia? It seems to be working for the guy in the what? Never mind.
Hey, now.
Charged with exposure of sexual organs, a misdemeanor, Hickson was released early yesterday from county jail after posting a $150 bond, and he probably made it for the early bird special. So, not only did he whip it out, he fondled it and made eye contact. How is this not a felony?
I know, right?
I wonder too, because he's got the Joker mouth. Like it's a big
He does.
Joker style mouth. So I wonder if he was actually smiling too while he's doing it.
Yeah.
I
wonder if he has
probably
teeth.
was.
He was smacking his gums.
Yeah.
too.
He had his teeth out and he was smacking his gums. He
Yep.
looked like the bitter beer face man.
Mm.
Oh God, Judas, it's a gish.
Wow.
You know he went full Ron Perlman. Hang on a
Yeah.
second. He
Oh,
went
for sure.
he went full Ron Perlman at that point, and he was like, "Look at that, it's gish, eh? I don't have to ride this small world ride no more over here."
Well,
Fucking Perlman.
yeah, he's dim bulb.
Oh, he's Ron Perlman is like one step away from being Cro-Magnon. I swear to Jesus, he is. Here we
He's
go.
played- He's played several of my favorite characters, but apparently, outside of being a decent pretender, he's not a bright dude.
Nope.
No, he
No,
is not. I don't think that claim's ever been made about him.
Do you think he's just not bright, or if he really is just so misinformed? Because I think some of these people, like, they're being told things like they hate you because they're racist, and it's like, oh, really? Or is it just like he really is that stupid?
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then there's a whole like glut of colluding, conspiring, publicists out there that are misleading their clients terribly.
But with the way the atmosphere is in 2022, for a publicist to do that, that's probably their best bet.
Well, it doesn't. Here's the problem: it actually disconnects the audience from the actor. I mean, I'm seeing, on this side of the equation, when I'm looking at the numbers, I'm watching, things fail catastrophically right now. And I'm doing a video on this, but right now there are people who subscribe to streaming services for only one show. In fact, the majority of people right now are subscribed to a platform for just one show.
I'm kind of guilty of that.
That's over 50% for each of the major services.
That's insane.
My thing is with Perlman is like years ago he was like bitching about Apple and stuff, and about how like he has all this music that he collected over the years and stuff, and that he had to like pay for some service by this corporation, and he was bitching about corporations and stuff in this rant.
And then he
finally was able to get his music and shit, but he's bitching about corporations making you jump through all these things.
Yeah, he sucks corporate dick.
Yeah, and then now he's sucking. Yeah, like you said, sucking corporate dick.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Speaking of Grace Randolph, man, Your girl took a hit today.
Oh,
Oh,
Of course,
she,
it was a
she-
self-imposed hit, but she
She-
took a hit. Even I quote
she-
tweeted that crap.
fucking dumb.
she invoked the name of Gina Carano and just
Yeah.
got roasted.
Oh,
Like
ew.
she wasn't getting ratioed on the main body of the tweet,
No.
but that subsequent comment she made on her thread, like, just got her. I just destroyed her. I'm like, you are a. Oh my
Oh
god!
yeah, you were fun. You pulled out the Jew card. That was good.
I
Time.
well, she's stupid. She's like, it's anti-Semitic. I'm like, yeah. How? Yeah, here. Did I? Yeah, here it is, right here. Yeah. How? Nothing she said was anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
See, and I'm one of those guys that I will clip the shit out of stuff because I know it's going to disappear. This shit will disappear because she you know, she could get in trouble for defamation for this dumb shit, especially since it's easily provable that she said no such thing.
No.
Yeah.
Where was her anti-trans statements? Either she didn't make any of those.
Not one. But
There was
yeah,
none.
this is your girl here. This is your girl.
I'll that's right. When I go out to New York to meet up with my sister, I'm gonna make a detour. Me and Grace are gonna have lunch, and I'm gonna take her to a hotel for the afternoon and straighten her shit right out. That's all they're gonna hear through the whole hotel is so that's just a car.
I like I said, I just get prepared for dumb shit. So
Oh yeah, you know she's gonna delete that, or she's gonna start blockchaining people.
and she
That's
can
what
do
she'll.
that, but but again, it's not going to take away the fact that she's getting just
No,
ratio.
no, and that's the thing. Honestly, I just she's not that bright. Like
No,
she's
she is not.
she's an opportunist. She's not bright.
She's fed the same bullshit information that's handed to the trades. So, and she, reports it out as like factual information, and she's been wrong 90% of the time. So
She's got about the same success rate as Doomcock.
I was just about to say that.
She's got the same. She's got the same success rate as John Campia. But yeah.
Now, if you look at the outline of Toby oh, never mind. Sorry, Campia.
I have a good picture of that too. Somewhere. I do.
Grace is a race hustler, Glinzer. She is a race hustler.
No, she's just a hustler. It doesn't matter race or whatever. She hustles everything, man. She's been that way for a while. What's funny is that like early on, I was like, oh man, this chick has some solid takes, right? And then she fucking turned into one of the spooge bots that are out there.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, if you are given legitimate information and you choose to report on the most the shittiest possible take of whatever that information is every single time, you are an industry shill. You're an opportunist, grifter. I mean, we get called grifters all the time, and you know what? I'll pick that nameplate up and wear it, because if somebody wants to pay me for telling them what I think, know, and can prove, then great. That's what YouTube's all about. If I were over on Twitch, I'd be in a ball pit, wearing a bikini. But I actually
I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to, and you got to wear the V1 like Borat.
Yeah. Oh man, there's picture out there. If you go over to who's got that? Oh, if you go over to Corey's channel, right? Sir Talks a Lot. He actually put together a clip for Comics Division that has me sporting banana hammocks, one of those mankinis, the whole fucking thing. It's terrible. That's awesome. It's a video on his channel too. I'm like, dude, you just gonna leave that there? Oh man, uncomfortable.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Here's our second. So, Tommy, what up, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective? Hail, brother. I see you in the chat.
Yeah,
I see you. Here, we'll start with this one.
Well,
This is old home week. Everybody's here.
Here we go. Suspected serial killer charged in Missouri over 7 deaths. Oh my God, it's the Crab Man from My Name Is Earl.
It is.
Either that or it's Twister, and he lost a lot of weight.
I'm an island boy. I cannot sing.
Is it a cracked out like different universe Moon Knight? 'Cause he's got the moon and
That's a
tattoos.
Sailor Moon thing.
Oh, so it's
Glinzer
a
said
cracked out
buckwheat.
like different universe Sailor Moon.
Yeah, like the one of the evil characters from Sailor Moon has that like crescent moon thing on their forehead.
Wow, yeah. Kaepernick fell a long way. You're right, now. Makes sense that he's going to go play for the Raiders, though, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
right.
What up, my sketchbook? He said, the size of your channel tends to do funny things to your content or opinions. You either become a shill or feed the echo chambers. Very, very few remain the same after growth. I'll tell you who hasn't changed, and that's this guy. I am just the same as I was when I had 100 subs now, because
I hear what you're saying, my sketchbook, but to be honest with you, I've not the people I hang with, and again, I mean, I'm not hanging with like, you know, I got 6 million subs for my channel and shit people, but I haven't seen a lot of people change very much. Like, I mean, everybody I've been able to interact with has seemed incredibly down to earth. So, oh, speaking of which, did you see that? Did you see that?
It's evil mini moon.
Oh wow!
It is,
She has the
okay.
thing. It's the opposite. It's like upside down or like sideways, but it's
Yeah.
still the same
Did you?
kind of thing.
Yeah. Did you see? What's his name? Marion Barber actually is dead early.
the running back?
Yeah. Like
Damn.
Yeah, he kicked it. Anyway, sorry.
Mhm.
Just we started
No,
talking
you're-
football. Yeah.
Jesus, dude, that's insane. Yeah, I want to talk about that off air. What up, Medi? You taking off? All right, brother. Hey, have a great night. Thank you, Medi, for stopping in. Thank you for being a channel member. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Glinzer says Sailor Poon.
Yeah.
Glinzer.
There's a guy that I work with that is white, and he has the same tattoo on his forehead, except he has, I think, it might be one of his eyes like tattooed completely black, and it's like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Dude, I mean,
Wow.
one of the weirdest dudes, but the coolest dudes on the planet's Tom McDonald, right?
Mhm.
I would never tattoo my face.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm like, you know, I might get tattoos other places and stuff. You know, you're gonna have to go looking, because until I'm no longer have to present myself professionally, I know that that's a limiting factor. I mean, you know, it's like, yeah, it's a form of self-expression, and I am cool with tattoos. I'm not one of those people, but I know that, you know, there's 40% of people on this planet that are immediately going to turn off if you're all tatted up like a freaking, you know, biker gang. That is not going to work.
It's a little different in the music industry, I think, just because.
Hey, I mean, look, but hey, you know what? It doesn't help the appearance of Machine Gun Kelly. That motherfucker's crazy as fuck.
No,
his music isn't that great to begin with. So
no.
Well, hey,
No.
yeah, don't get me started. Anyway, let's.
I
keep
just-
fucking derailing the shit out of
I
this. Yeah.
I see people with neck tattoos, and I'm just like,
What a stupid son of a bitch.
They told us, like, when I worked private security, when I started out in the loss prevention division, they're like, hey, if you see people with neck tattoos, we're not saying profile them, but it's kind of what we do, you know. And we're like, okay, you know. So it's like you just look for certain types of people, you know. And
yeah,
I tell you one thing. Since I put on the beard, nobody really talks to me anymore.
I used to wear a trench coat and stuff, and yeah, I'd walking through like a store or something, you'd get followed by loss prevention and shit. I worked at a Kmart and went through my own store and was getting followed by loss prevention.
Jesus.
So yeah,
dude. Yeah, but I mean, I can understand that looking at you, Angela.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just saying
guy's
that
a vampire.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you look like a vampire, people might be a little worried. Anyway,
Yep,
so it is what it is. I mean, just look at, you know, Manson. You know, that dude was crackers, right?
Oh
He's
yeah,
still crackers.
One of the first people to tat his face that I'd ever heard of or seen. And I was like going, there's something not well with him.
Right? This guy's not well either. Look at him. I mean, this guy's
Yeah,
not
apparently,
well.
if he's like a cereal, jeez, oh Pete.
Yeah. This is Perez Deshay Reed of Bellefontaine Neighbors. Was charged Saturday with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 3 counts of armed criminal action, and 1 count of first-degree assault. Casey Moe, a suspected serial killer already charged in 6 in the Kansas City and St. Louis area, has been charged with first-degree murder in a 7th death. Jackson County prosecutor Jean Peters Baker announced a new murder charge Friday against Perez Deshay Reed. This is this case is a unicorn, with this guy being deemed a serial killer. And can anybody on the panel tell me why?
No.
Because he's black, or he's not white. In particular, the majority of your serial killers are white.
The majority of the serial killers that they have profiled, charged, or found are white. I will agree.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the caveat.
See, they used to sell these stats in different ways, right? Like, for example, in Mexico, there weren't any gay or transvestite or cross dressing or anything like that. That didn't exist because of their culture. Well, the people existed, the activities still existed, but they weren't acknowledged and all of that. So, it's one of those things where it's like, just because you ignore something or you don't find that, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get on you. I was just saying.
No. That's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's looking at the statistic after flipping it on its head. Basically, is what it is.
Well,
no, absolutely. I appreciate that. I don't mind. It was funny because one of the first black serial killers, I think, in the country was from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
And he was killing prostitutes and leaving them in a hotel room, or various hotel rooms, I should say. But yeah, my wife taught a whole semester on serial killers. So
I love them. I mean, that's one of the things I really get into. So yeah.
Yeah, she's huge into that. Like, there's always like investigative discoveries, or what is that show, Criminal Minds, on in my house.
Yeah.
Yep. So this cat right here is, he says, this is the most recent charge against 26-year-old Reed, who lived in St. Louis, stemmed from November 2021 shooting death of Stefan D. Johnson of KC Mo. The prosecutor's office did not provide Johnson's age. Brian Hornier, an assistant in the Missouri Public Defender in St. Louis representing Reed, did not immediately return messages seeking his comment left Saturday on a cell phone. Law enforcement arrested Reed in nearby Independence on warrants from St. Louis County. They found a key on him that fit a deadbolt at Johnson's apartment. Baker's office said, citing court documents. Testing indicated DNA collected from an empty cigarillo package found in Johnson's apartment was connected to Reed, Baker's office said. Baker's office also said the bullet found inside Johnson was fired from a gun Reed had on him when he was arrested. Witnesses told police that a man who had been a guest of Johnson's was the serial killer from St. Louis they'd seen on the news. They identified him by a distinctive crescent moon-shaped tattoo on his forehead.
Imagine that being the last fucking thing you see on this planet is that stupid moon tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd feel gypped.
Oh.
Yeah, to see what the meaning of that shit is.
I'd be like, will you at least put Captain Marvel on the TV so I can see something like a little bit less worse than this? Still terrible, but
as I die and turn over, and then I'm looking at the wall, and all it is a Captain Marvel poster. Like, I'll take that.
Yeah,
that's
if I could think of something,
it's Brie Larson.
It could be worse. It's all right if it's just like her like face. I mean, that's offensive enough as it is, but as long as it's not like her feet, you're fine.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's the last thing you need. The cloven hooves of Brie Larson. Reed is charged in the St. Louis County killings of a 16-year-old Marnay Haynes on September 13, 2021, 40-year-old Lester Robinson on September 26, killings of St. Louis 49-year-old Pamela Abercrombie on September 16th, 24-year-old Carrie Ross on the 19th. All 4 were shot in the dome.
Sounds like he has it tight.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is I mean just kind of gauging, by names. I don't know. Is it me or is he? He's killing his own. Let's just say it. He's killing other people of his own community.
Did you see that guy stab that bitch in like broad daylight in New York City? Like they didn't even know each other. She was just had her back turned, grabbing something or using some service or whatever. And he just walks by her and randomly drives a blade into her fucking back and keeps walking. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just does a little. It looks. I only saw like 3 pictures, but it looked like he kind of like looked around just a second,
yep,
stabbed her, and then walked off. I
yep.
think it was like a 16-year-old girl that he did that to.
It's like what the fuck?
She die in the scene.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
think
what
she-
happened to her. I don't think she did.
Yeah, I don't think she died, but she just, still like you're fucking sitting there at the corner store buying something or whatever, one of those small like New York bodegas or whatever, and someone stabs you in the fucking back, quite literally.
Jesus.
And for no reason, as much of a reason why Rick Moranis got punched in the face.
Yeah. I was gonna say that sounds like a more violent version of what happened to Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the link you just posted, Culture, in the chat. The U.S. has a staggering figure of 3,204 serial killers, approximately 19 times more than the next country, England. Serial killers 73% white, with a large minority of black, 22%, some Hispanic 3%, with an average age of 33.44 years old.
Yeah.
Most common method by serial killers is shooting, strangulation, poisoning, stabbing. Yeah. Yep.
Wouldn't you rather be shot than any of those other? Like they
Yes.
talk about, we have a problem with guns. If I'm gonna get murdered, I'd much rather just
Stop it
get
with your face.
Yeah, get shot than have acid splashed on my face or fucking strangled. Or...
Well, it's interesting because even within that same article, and this is, again, I mean, I've looked at this for a long time. In fact, I was actually going to write a screenplay around it. You look at some of these numbers and you begin to realize that we have better record keeping than any of these other countries.
Yeah.
The speculation around the number of serial killers is there are countries that ignore them unless they somehow get around by words of mouth. China doesn't report them the way that they should. Neither does Russia.
I was going to mention it's like China's COVID count. Like,
they don't they don't say anything. Yeah, exactly. And then you have like one of the worst killers in history is in Colombia. It's the third one that I linked to you. But there is no racial divide. There just and there is no country that's more or less. The information is the problem. That's the barrier to understanding this more and more. And it would be a lot easier to profile if other countries were able to step up and track their own, their own issues more readily, and they were more willing to share information. It's a problem we've struggled with for a long time when it comes to crime statistics, because crime is crime. It's not racially based. It's as you mentioned. I think you said it just a few moments ago. It's because it's in your own community. It's what's readily available to you, which is why the people who end up being disappeared are usually those that are the most at risk, the most vulnerable, the people that are living on the edge. So, yeah,
the low hanging fruit.
Anyway.
Yep. That's what they do. No, that's absolutely it. And Judas said Russia's had some sick cannibal serial killers. Well, the one Andre guy in there, he killed like 52 people. The next one on the list was the guy from Colombia with like 140.
Dude went to town. To town. Yeah, Gavarito, I think is his name. Anyway,
is that the one where the like locals ended up catching him and were gonna bury him alive? And then some missionaries came up and said, no, that's not right. And they sent him to jail. And then he was only in jail for like 15 years and was out.
It wouldn't surprise me. That's one of those problems that we have. But again, it's like I said, if we actually knew real numbers when it comes to that, I think we wouldn't be 17 times more deadly or whatever.
No.
So it's just, look, humanity isn't that far separated from each other. But anyway, I keep taking us way off topic. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm terrible.
It's all right, brother.
This is why people want me on their shows. It's like, nah, this guy just like we never get to talk about anything.
Now I'm wondering if the cannibals happened during the Soviet Union or not. Like honestly, like, or was it
that
like
would
post? Yeah,
that would be like prime for him right there. You know,
it's so easy. I mean, you know, under an authoritarian rule, it is super easy to just disappear people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and whether that be, you know, because of the government or whatever. Yeah, there's a guy with over 300 victims. Yeah, I know. Colombia is one of the worst places in the world for serials. We don't hear about it. It's one of those things. Like I said, I was writing a screenplay about it. I mean, you look at some racial statistics, and you're going to be like, whoa, it's disproportionately different. And then you're like, start to break them down, and you're like, wait a minute, something's not right here. And again, it always comes back to record keeping, reporting, convictions, the whole 9 yards. And now, I mean, there will be a disparity because, you know, of who we're demonizing and who's not being demonized right now in society in the United States. So there you go. I'll stop talking now.
Don't let Mr. Mull off the book.
And it's easier to get away with it if like it's somebody that like doesn't have anybody else like that really.
Who are you gonna go to? It's one of the reasons why and I'm gonna invoke this name, and I was trying not to talk about this at all, but it's one of the reasons why a recent case that was actually, you know, reached its conclusion today, why that is so despicable, because somebody brought false information into the public square and created a situation where people will be less likely to believe actual victims. So it's, you know, and then she calls it out in her own thing, and I'm going, bitch, you are fucking part of the problem.
Yep.
Anyway.
See what you just described. It could also be the Sussman trial, basically. But
yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, the Sussman thing was completely flipped because of the jury was bought off by you know, this who they were. But you're right, my sketchbook 340. Yes, Colombian women are smoking.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they are.
That's just like Johnny Cage, JP7 was on the other day. He's Brazilian.
Yeah.
It's like y'all invented ass down there.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
Tay Conte is a prime example of that.
I was briefly on that show with you. I was like, oh, I love this thing already. Cool as fuck.
Yeah. They did, man. They invented ass down there. All right.
And he's a hell of an artist too. Holy shit.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Johnny Cage is a talented cat. Wayne County hosting first expungement fair this summer. How to clear your criminal record. Ah, yes. Only in the county that Detroit, Michigan resides in would they do this. I swear to God. Good old Wayne County. Yeah, so this one pretty much speaks for itself. Wayne County.
You remember how we used to say thanks, Obama?
Yeah, right.
Do you know what you say here? Thanks, Soros. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, because he puts all these DAs in place all around the country, allegedly on Minecraft. Sorry, Mama Susan, but you know it's true.
Yes, you know it's true.
Wayne County is hosting its first expungement fair this summer to help people clear their criminal records. Registration is now open for the July 23rd event. Complete this online form to determine your eligibility by June 30th. The event will be 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Fellowship Chapel in Detroit. The conviction you are looking to overturn must have occurred in Wayne County, and you must know the convicting court. Most state offenses can be expunged after a set amount of time. This includes up to 3 felonies, 2 convictions for assault of crimes, 1 drinking and driving, and unlimited misdemeanors. However, some restrictions. This sounds like a sale at off I-95 in Weekapaug with wacky waveable inflatable arm tube man.
No, this is like dollar store dipstick. Get the fuck out of here. You know, this is crazy shit, man. What do they call that in other places? Ollie's. This is like going to Ollie's to get you absolved of your sins.
Yeah, yeah. Here, in Michigan,
is displeased.
However, some restrictions apply. Certain felonies, sex crimes, and domestic violence convictions are not eligible for expungement. See a list of ineligible offenses here. Oh, let's
look at the ineligible offenses.
Jamie, we need to look at this list.
Okay. Yeah, this was something too where I was thinking, all right, well, maybe it's like, speeding tickets. And like, for me, one of them, like when I was in college, I got a ticket for fishing without a license. And when I went to apply for any job, I have to put that under the anything you've been convicted of, because
It's
they'll
is
send
it
it
a
back to me.
misdemeanor?
Sir,
Is it a misdemeanor?
I think so.
Most
but-
jobs only care about felonies, but okay.
Yeah.
But I applied to a job and they sent it back and said, "Look, we want to hire you, but you have to put this on your application, the fishing
Wow.
without a license." So stuff like
Jesus.
that, I could see. Okay, yeah, let's expunge this. This is dumb stuff. But 3 felonies,
Yeah.
like, holy shit! And any misdemeanor.
Unlimited misdemeanors. What is this? Freaking Golden Corral? Jesus.
Yeah, man, this is all you can eat shrimp, is what this is. Look, look at this. More than one felony conviction for the same offense if the crime has a punishment of more than 10 years in prison. So if you do a bunch of different felonies that are totally different fucking things under 10 years,
Yeah.
you're good. So like your first attempt to steal a car goes badly. Your first attempt to solicit, a lady, it goes badly. I mean, it's like you could get all those kicked, right? Felonies or attempts with a maximum sentence of life in prison. Well, that makes sense. I mean, at least, that makes sense. Bad diddling of other humans.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah, this one that we can't read.
Yeah.
Because they'll
that's why-
demonetize me.
Yeah, that's why I phraseology it the way I
They
did.
go in the other door and they're in there and there's a wall, and then they didn't explain what happens after that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then another version of the same thing above.
Yep. And then
using a computer to commit bad behavior crimes with other consenting humans. Interesting.
doesn't it say the same thing twice here? Is it just me? Using a computer to commit sex crime offenses. Using a computer to commit sex crimes. That
seems like a distinction without a difference.
Yeah, I was going to say the only difference is the wording. They leave out offenses, but I'm like, what's the difference between a crime and an offense? Aren't they this? Isn't that? I don't know, because that would make this right here, crimes, offenses, a bit redundant, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But assault with intent to commit
multiple.
CSC.
Okay, so reading it in lawyer speak,
multiple variables.
Yeah. There's multiple crimes versus just a sex crime. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that is definitely legalese then.
Yeah.
Second degree CSC.
Oh,
using
yeah. See, this is okay. It seems like they're primarily worried about like the diddly thing of other humans.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That's what it goes down. Okay. OUI.
Yeah. DV. That makes sense.
Yep.
See, y'all are a couple weeks away from being like New York City, like get addicted to fentanyl and be empowered.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that is so messed up.
That Jesus. Yeah, this is but yeah, the only in Detroit could something like this, like, you know what I mean? This is just great. God.
First time operating while intoxicated 5 years from the latest of the something or another's offenses would be my guess. So I guess some of these things make a little bit of sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's some things that, yeah, it's like you can see, like, this is expungible, but yeah, the reasoning they have for the things they're not, I completely agree with, absolutely, but yeah, so this is
fishing without a license, that is a crazy fucking thing. I'm still like trying to digest that one.
Yeah, I was looking it up to see what like
they do that here though. You can get a ticket in Michigan for that too.
So I got the ticket, and then it was like $50, and then if I bought a fishing license and then showed it when I paid my fine, I didn't have to pay court cost.
Right.
So it ended up being like $60.
But it should have just been kicked at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, when I applied for my job that I have, and they called me back later on.
You can actually solicit to get that expunged, by the way.
Oh,
in PA, you can actually get imprisoned for not exceeding 20 days for fishing without a license.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, then it's a fine of 150 degrees.
They need to get rid of that.
Somebody offensive with third
And
degree.
you know what?
a fine
There
of
are so many
$75.
dumb fucking laws
Yep.
on the books right now.
Well, the fact that you need to get a license to hunt or fish in general is fucking stupid. When our forefathers used to do that shit,
dude,
like to
license
just do
free.
It. Yeah,
I've hunted since I don't know, I was a kid.
I get to some degree because you could thin, the population extinction.
No,
like
you
did with
control it by
buffalo.
season. You control it by season.
Mhm.
And you control it by availability of a draw or or whatever. Like I will apply to go to a specific area or multiple areas. Yeah, but
and I fucking hate filling out hated filling those things out when I worked at Kmart. I hated it.
I think the last time I put in, I got draw for the worst possible area, which was going to have 0 wildlife in it. So I was like, this is a waste of my time and money.
Right. I've never bought a hunting license to deer hunt. I've gotten small game licenses because I've hunted on state land, but I'm sorry, my dad owns the same 40 acres he's owned since 1978. I refuse to buy a license.
You ain't gonna pay on your own land.
No, it's our you're technically supposed to. I was like that. Yeah, that's our land.
Yeah.
I'm not paying shit. That's my fucking land.
I think in Alabama you still have to get a hunting license.
Yeah, no,
they claim because the deer can come from a different or state
Doesn't matter.
land onto your land. Now you can do the whole. If you have farm animals, then you could say, "Well, they're harming my farm animals."
Threat. Yeah, this is a threat.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of having to buy a license to hunt on my own land.
Buy a section, buy 640 acres, fence it off, and say "suck my dick" to anybody that tries to roll in on you.
I would at least try to make the crime sound cool when my employer asked, like, "Yeah, I got a ticket for fishing without a license, but my dick was also out." So
the funny,
they didn't like the fact that I was fishing with my dick.
Yes. The funny thing is, so I get the ticket, and then I get the license, and about a month later, I'm fishing at the same place again, and the game warden that gave me the ticket, he just rolls up and he sees me, and I'm taking my fishing license out of my wallet, and I'm going to walk up to him, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. If you obviously have it." And I was like, "No, you gave me a ticket a month ago. You're seeing my fishing license."
I would have said, "Dude, you ruined the rest of my life by giving me a ticket."
Usually they're supposed to give you a warning first.
Yeah,
and then after that,
right?
Yeah, I would have rolled over there and been like, "Here you go, dude. You ruined the rest of my life because this is going on my job application for fucking ever."
Well, I didn't when I first applied. I thought, well, that's something stupid. As it said, don't put
You realize in my neck of the woods, you roll into a Walmart and get a fucking fishing license.
Yeah, we can get them online now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you just roll up. I mean, you could go anywhere. You get fucking a hunting license at fucking Walmart. Or whatnot. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like how do you know I don't got a license? It's back at the house. Well, you don't have it with you. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I will show up in court with it. You can, I'm just saying
you can get them at gas stations here.
Yeah,
really? Wow.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, just get it the same day. They ain't gonna know when it you got it. It is what it is. Yeah, it's just.
It was my first year in college.
No, you gotta. You get them. You get the fucking licenses right at the gas station, deer and
there's a date of
the bait shop. The bait shop at one of the big lakes that I used to go to. They fucking had them.
There's a date of purchase on them, so they could track if they wanted to. They could track.
But you have one. You're providing a valid license.
True. Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, you're providing a valid license, so there you are. And there is holy shit news, ladies and gentlemen.
That's where we debate. It's an hour. It's an hour to get through holy shit news.
It was. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. We're
means we're not going to be we're not going to be talking as long about like other stuff.
Well, we're gonna right now is about time to talk about a professional female wrestler with a big old ass that's got Black Twitter all mad at her. So let's get into our main event topic. Here we are right here, ladies and gents, over on Bounding into Comics. Big shout out to John Trent and the gang over at Bounding. Black Twitter attacks WWE star Nikita Lyons for supporting black conservative artists. That girl's
you're
chest
right.
is support.
She is packing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Both ends.
She's got that wagon.
Yeah.
She's got that wagon, as the kids say.
There's a video later.
There's a video later.
There's a video down in the article.
If you ain't looking at
From
this and being like,
Instagram.
all right, damn, then I just
What are you, gay?
Like, what do they mean by supporting black conservative artists? Like, did she say she wanted Shuri to be the next Black Panther? Like, what do we got going on?
Yeah.
Let's take a look see. Let's take a look see here. This is from Jacob Smith today. Big shout out to Jacob. See, Nikita Lyons has made a huge impact in the niche world of pro wrestling over the last few months. With hips like that, she can make an impact wherever she goes.
Mm-hmm.
Since coming on, she's 22. She's been a major highlight in Tuesday night's wrestling show NXT 2.0, and many have slotted her to be a future star in the company, given her athleticism and beauty. I think they meant booty, but we'll go with it. However, after a recent social media post on Memorial Day, members of Twitter are now smearing the pro wrestling star as a right-wing nut due to her choice of music. Oh boy, here we go. This should be fun. In the video, let's see here. Memorial Day, Nikita Lyons posted a short video of herself training with nunchucks. She captioned the video writing, "Landed the free because of the brave Memorial Day." In the video, Lyons also featured the song The Patriot by Topher and the Marine rapper. So that means that we can play this video, but it has to be muted.
Mm-hmm.
War between good and evil, watching our Fisk collide.
That's not muted. But
I will bring it up on her thing. And
yeah, bring it up on there. All right, so they have a problem with this rapper Topher because he's a conservative rapper.
So wait. So she just makes a video about Memorial Day of her doing nunchuck stuff, and then just has their music playing, and now she subscribes to every single thing these rappers believe, or this rapper believes.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Jesus. That is.
Who even is paying attention to the music?
You know what? I that's the thing is, like, if I could have muted it, I would have, because any rap made after the 90s is suspect to me from the word go. If it ain't from like Kanye West between like 2004 and 2012.
Let's see what else she's got over here on her.
While we're on her Instagram.
Instagram.
This is like us Sunday night during the wrestling stream. It's like, wait, Paige Van Zant, Jade Cargill. All right, hang on. Referee Aubrey. Okay. We had Mr. Ass. That is Mrs. Ass. Yeah.
Here we go.
See,
oh yeah,
nothing wrong with appreciating the dividends of hard work, and yeah. So, damn right, Natasha Leone, you do your thing, girl.
The sad thing is, she'll be on NXT, get put to the main roster, and forgotten about probably.
Yep, that seems about right. That seems about what they'll do with her. You know, even though she could probably draw like almost more money than any female, and honestly, if they marketed half of the women that they have right, they would strike gold.
The owner's wife was in the Trump administration. Linda McMahon was the Secretary of Small Business or whatever the fuck. She ran the Small Business Administration. Like, if that's your issue with someone in the WWE might be conservative, I mean, you've got bigger issues than this chick on NXT.
Yep.
Right? This doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's see. Topher is a conservative rapper and former Air Force veteran. former Air Force veteran. I mean, I would say he's an Air Force veteran. I mean, a former veteran would, I guess, imply that he's deceased. Who is among popular conservative and libertarian circles for his pro-American music and condemnation of progressive policies. The Marine rapper is a popular Marine Corps veteran who is also an advocate of military veterans across the country. Fucking, that's beautiful.
That's great.
The song The Patriot was released on January 6th, but was then banned by major streaming outlets a few weeks later as progressives linked the song to the January 6th storming of the Capitol. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, so Black Twitter's attacking them, and they're both okay.
Yep.
All right. So I'm guessing they're probably making comments along the lines of likening them to, if I have to draw a frame of reference, Samuel L. Jackson's character from Django. I'm guessing.
Whoa, hey now.
Is what they're saying. This is, well, that's what they do. They throw that Uncle Tom.
Yeah,
they throw that
I
Uncle
know.
Tom thing out there, man.
I know.
And it's the worst kind of, it is. And they're putting people down. This is the thing, when that gets thrown around, it's usually they're putting somebody down for being successful and working hard and saying they sold out for that. You know, and that's doing a disservice. That's why you have so many, we're not going to get into the issues in the community. No. Because Lyons used the song in her Instagram clip, members of Black Twitter have now attacked the wrestler for supporting Donald Trump and other right-wing personalities.
It's like I was talking about earlier. I mean, okay, so just because that music was in her video, now
Yep.
she subscribes. She is so Donald Trump.
Oh, God, they're dumb.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is really stupid.
Twitter, let's see, Black Twitter, for those of you who don't know, is a social media constituency of Twitter users in the black community who often promote black nationalism and target users based on race, mostly whites and Asians. But that's not racist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Some of the messages toward Lyons attack her as a racist and pandering to black men in the community. One user wrote, "Didn't folks say a while back that Nikita Lyons' John was on her MAGA shit? Why is it news again? I remember Goofy Shameless," you guys can fill in the blanks in your head, "finding out months ago and being on that I can fix her wave. Disgusting." This is from Sonic Doom, who I'm sure has a extremely high IQ, is an articulate individual, is completely rational in person. Another user wrote, "All that hard work to get that ass fat had Negroes drooling all over you, down the drain. Fuck was she thinking? KK Cakes, Donna Rump." I think somebody's mad because he's a SIMP.
Yeah, and I don't think he speaks for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ass
exactly.
has got its own fucking
They're
zip
still
code.
drooling,
Right?
Just like everybody else.
Yep. Yeah. That drooling over that ass knows no bounds by ethnicity,
there's-
race, color, creed, nor religion.
Exactly.
That's if you're a fan of the booty, you're a fan of the booty. Oh, here we go. Y'all be thirsting over butterface MAGA Yeti white women because they all got a little shape to them. I want better for you, another user said. What up?
Okay.
Right?
Thanks
All
for
right,
looking
come on.
out.
Come on in, dude. Come on. Oh my God, your hair's a mess. What are you doing?
I want to say hi.
Crazy. Come here. Here, let me get this earpiece in. All right. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Mini Tip?
What's up?
What's up?
It's time. Do you know
No, hang on. Let me
why?
take my glasses off first.
All
Do
right.
you know why?
Hang on. Wait, Trey. All right, here. Go ahead. Pie face me with tail. Ah! What a hippie. Ah! All right. Okay. Are you happy now? Are you happy?
Not anymore.
All right. Mom's at the door. You're getting the hook.
No, it's not.
Nah, that's
Did the cat open the
the
door?
beat.
Oh, Jesus, help me. All right, come here and say hello, and you got to go back to bed. You got school tomorrow. What?
Kicking Daddy.
Okay, I got my glasses on. You're not hitting me in the face with tails. All right.
Who is it?
We got Tony.
Hi, Fire Turkey.
What's up, Ice Hawk?
You got to say hi to Draven.
Hi, Draven.
Hey, little dude.
Normie.
Hi, Nomad.
Hey, buddy.
And Culture Casino.
Hi, Culture Casino.
Yep.
We've met before.
Yep. He's basically out on his feet right now. He's sleepwalking. All right.
All right.
Go to bed. Go back to bed. Go in my room. I love you. Go ahead and take a sip of water. Take your time. The fat cat to stop chewing on the cords, and we'll get back to talking about the booty. Nothing. Don't even worry about it.
This is a perfect thing she has on her Instagram. I love it for these idiots.
Are you gonna drink that whole thing? Don't do that. Go to the bathroom. Okay. Good night, bud. Good night. Okay. Are you sure? And that's the appearance by the actual star of the show. And I'm not talking about the cat. He's down here. The fat pussy's down here on the floor. Yeah, he's all 27 pounds of furry fury. Here we go. I'm going to pull this thing you got up here, Draven. I see it.
Yeah. So she has this here, and then the next thing on the thing is don't let idiots ruin your day. So, yeah.
That works.
Yep.
That works. So let's see what else we got. We saw this one. What else do they say here? Oh, never forget that mediocre white woman y'all are obsessed with Nikita Lyons is a MAGA gun-loving right-wing nut job. Now hold on a second, pimpin'. Back the truck up a little bit here. You guys are worried about people having guns? What? Why? Are you guys worried about yourselves having guns? I mean, what cities have the highest murder rates and the most crime? I mean, we can run down the list of Democrat-run cities and break down, population density and see where the crime's committed. I mean, those are all reported right on the FBI and CDC websites, but I don't have to do that. But yeah, wait, hang on a second. Hold that bottle up again. Chicago. There we go. I think Baltimore might have them beat this year so far. I think they're actually going for the high score.
I mean, they're both trying. It's trying as hard as they can.
Oh, they are.
They take that competition very seriously.
I would have never guessed that this woman was a conservative. I don't know. I guess it's weird to see somebody, one of these people who's an entertainer in the mainstream come out and say, or do something that would lead you to believe that they are. You know what I mean? It's different because we're so used to every one of them being an insane cult member, I guess.
Well, we've gotten to this point where we just, look at all this. You have to be this. Yep. Has she ever came out and said, "Hey, I support Donald Trump" or anything like that? All she had was that music, her shooting guns. There are a lot of people. I mean, there are tons of actors that have shot guns.
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Look at Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you don't know what you're doing. But.
Yeah. Well, he's a terrible human being.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely. But he's still on the hook. He's still on the hook. It's one of the other people just jumped another hurdle on getting their case heard. So he may have to pay out the script supervisor that was standing next to the cinematographer who died.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So you got he killed the cinematographer.
Yep.
Injured the director. And freaked the F out the script supervisor that was standing right there.
I always forget about the second person that got hit in that. I really do.
Most people do. I mean, again, this is the problem with the way the gun stuff is reported, right? Injuries versus deaths. And, you know, and the media always sensationalizes the deaths, you know. What they don't sensationalize is a number of times that people brandish a weapon to protect others, and that immediately quells the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't get reported on.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know how you would report on it, but it wouldn't matter anyway. You know, it's like I mean, we've seen people do misbehavior, get drawn on, and they immediately go into chicken mode. It's just that's the thing, man. If a bully's confronted with overwhelming force, they will retreat.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Get down, you fat bastard. Jesus Christ.
Oh, those ladies can't help it. They're wearing those bottoms for a reason. It's called fabletics, dude. They're trying to show off their assets.
Man.
Speaking of assets,
you're talking about the cat. I'm sorry.
Yep. Oh, if y'all expected my girl at Nikita to be pressed by y'all unwarranted hate, you don't recognize a true patriot. This is what Topher said. All right, so he's coming out and supporting her.
Wait, there was a video. Did the video have a jiggle? You didn't play the jiggle.
All right,
oh, we already played. That's the same one.
Is that the same one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the same one.
That's the same jiggle.
Oh, okay, all right.
She's pretty flexible too. I shared a.
All I want to say is I just didn't want to miss. You know, that's why video games are successful, because of jiggle physics. I'm just
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. That subverting the male gaze. That's a fallacy. Topher says black beta males mad. One of their idols rock with my music, and they're throwing a tantrum right now. He's not wrong.
No, he's not.
He's not wrong. Jason Whitlock is the Blaze has been very. I remember when he was on ESPN.
You know,
because he worked for the Dallas Fort Worth newspaper.
Yeah,
back in the day.
he was a Dallas Morning News. Then he went to
Dallas Morning News.
Yeah, then he went to a Florida outlet. Then he started working for ESPN. He started doing guest spots on all of their daytime shows. You know, pardon the interruption. Showed up in his wheelhouse at times, and then he ended up, being, you know, more based than any of us thought, because he was a knucklehead many times over the course of his career. And then he rolled over to Clay Travis's outfit for a little bit, and now he's elsewhere. So, but you know, he's been doing a good job wherever he's at, and he's covering things straight. Like, you know, the talk about no spin zone, dude, like serves it up, you know, for a change. And
I used to watch so much ESPN, and after it got so politicized, I couldn't do it anymore. And I mean, I used to watch like 4 hours of ESPN a day.
Well,
like
here I grew up. This is the weirdest part, right? So I grew up in a time when cable just launched. That's how old I am. And so cable gets made. They come up with MTV, which is the coolest thing to happen to anything ever. Then I start to get into sports because of this really weird Eastern Sports Network thing that has got this cable presence, and it started to expand. Then ESPN became bigger and bigger and started to do all their national shit. They had a show on that they reran every single night, the original Sports Center. And it was Keith Oberman and Dan Patrick and a few other folks that would sub in throughout the week. You could literally turn that on at 8 p.m. and not turn it off again until 7 a.m. and it just kept repeating the same show. I slept for years to Sports Center, and and it helped me.
My buddy was like that. When I'd be over at his house, he would have Sports Center. But yeah, she's flexible, and she has the assets, and I guess apparently the in-ring work too.
Wow.
So yeah.
I'm sorry, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. She's
balance,
thick too.
Yeah, but balance, flexibility, and presence.
Yep.
My God.
Yeah, that's insanity right there.
And I'm actually commenting on the wrestling aspects of all of this, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a feat to behold one way or another. I mean, damn. It is impressive, Clone Geek. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, shit.
Especially a girl that's like as thick as her.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and that's the other thing too. I think the most successful female wrestlers have to be. What's up, Ruben?
New channel member, Ruben Christopher Haynes. Hey, thank you and welcome back, Ruben. We appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it. I hope you got your package in the mail. It found you well. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it, man.
But I'm going to say this. Oh, we lost Tony. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I like the fact that she's thicker because she will last longer in the ring.
Yep.
I mean, she has some weight. She has, she obviously has muscle tone. She has all the in-ring talent that you need. But because she's thicker, she's probably less prone to injury. Because because if as E-Tip will tell you and Angelus will tell you, you get bounced off of shit and it may not. It's never on purpose. It's like it's an accident, and you get injured or bruised up, banged up, and it just was outside of the plan, the framework of what was supposed to happen.
Yep.
You miss your mark. It's just like being on stage. You miss your mark by just a few inches, things ain't gonna be good.
Oh yeah, trust me. I've been on both sides of that before, and it's never fun. One of them was it's in my highlight package on the intro to the Saturday night's main event stream, where I was doing the rude awakening over the guy through the chairs. I hit the back of my head on the chair on the way down because I'm 6'3", he's 6'3", and we're in a 14x14 ring.
You're not big.
Yeah. We're both trying to stretch out, and when I went back, I tried to protect him as much as I could. I'm like, I'll take the hit. So I smoked the back of my head, and then I've got to sell like I didn't just hit my head and get up and start putting the boots back to him. I was like, I was out on my feet.
Yeah, your eyes are dancing. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah. People don't realize that. I mean, even in the best choreographed fights that you can get into, you can still get rattled. I actually had one of those retractable fake knives, like not retract, and stabbed me in the stomach.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. I took the blade and I was like, that didn't retract, to the guy that's like holding me up at that point.
Yeah.
And then he let me hit, the ground, and I stayed there till, we were done. It was not the best thing in the world.
Man.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's fuck.
It happens. It's and it's funny because especially even if you plan it, even if you plan the stunt yourself, you check out all the gear, you make sure that everything's in place, whether it be your blood your blood packets, whatever it happens to be, you can plan it all, and one little thing goes wrong and everything goes to hell.
That mechanism in that knife doesn't fire correctly one time, and that's the result of it too. Because all that is a little spring, right? It's just a little spring mechanism in there.
And if it hits wrong and it doesn't retract, it will eventually break. But sometimes that's not a good thing either.
No, not if it's lodged in your gut.
It was very interesting. It was a very interesting day.
Yeah.
But I tell people all the time, like, so you can do stunts. And again, I mean, I was a kid. I grew up at the time I grew up. I wanted to be Evel Knievel. I wanted to be a stuntman. I wanted to be, I wanted to be Fall Guy. I wanted to be that. Right. And, it took a lot of very strange mishaps in my life before I realized I do not want to be that. I want to be the guy that designs that or builds the things to make that happen. I do not want to be that guy. That could be not fun.
Like this could go terribly awry.
It could go very awry, and often does.
Could go terribly awry.
Oh, man! The thing that kills me the most, and it's probably because I get to see I summon Lizzo. Good Lord!
God damn! Hang on. If Red, I got to see if she's here. If Red summoned her, she is. Hang on for Red Gaze because I love him.
I do my hair toss, check my nails, baby. How you feeling?
Angelus reminded me because he had Sting on the screen, but when we lost the Crow, Mr. Brandon Lee, because of dumb shit. Everything else and everything involved in what was about to happen was something that was, supposed to happen the way it did, except for one small problem. Some frangible element was left behind in that barrel, which turned into a projectile upon the next firing. Everything that would normally have happened would have been okay, except for that. So it's always that. So when it comes to wrestling, when Mankind, the Hell in the Cell match, he got legitimately hurt 3 times. in that fight.
Well, that's like the Triple H and Mankind in Hell in the Cell. When the top gave way, that wasn't supposed to happen.
No. Not only did he go through the fence, but then he hit the mat.
And went through the ring.
Yeah.
Went through the ring.
Yeah, right.
On that one.
Yeah, and I'm like, how is this man not dead?
Oh God, his body was just. All right, so we're gonna do this.
We talked to wrestling. Oh, you guys don't get me started because I'll go back and all that.
Dude, you need to come on one of the wrestling streams, or seriously, Culture, come on one of our Saturday night shows because there is no script, there's no format. It is just discussion and
there was a format tonight.
There usually is just a little bit. It's all right. We're gonna play a bumper because I need to step across the hall for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Then we're gonna. Yes, he knows the code. He knows the code. And then we're going to come back and we're going to play the quiz with Draven, Normie, and Culture. We will be right back after these memes. Want to support the channel and wear some of our merchandise? Feel free to stop over to Teespring and browse ETEP's Place to Be reviews or Monday Night Going In Raw to guide you to either of our stores where we have merchandise for men, women, children. We have long sleeve tees, regular classic t-shirts, hoodies, zip-ups, mugs, tote bags, hats. Get that exclusive Going In Raw, no protection needed merchandise over there. And if you don't want to buy any merchandise, that's cool too. We love you. Enjoy the videos. Here we are, ladies and gents. We're back, and this can mean only one thing. It is time for the quiz sensation sweeping the nation. Do you know? You hear the StreamYard soft rock in the background, our talk bed music.
Yeah,
all right.
Is there a way to make that better?
Yeah, we can turn it down. Here we go. All right.
I wasn't being that harsh.
Oh, it's bad. No, trust me, it's bad. We usually just have it in the background during this.
Don't you feel like they should let you upload your own shit?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
I
would
pay
get
enough money to upload one of my free fucking free fucking songs. At least it would sound like my shit.
I bet you they'll give you some stupid copyright excuse because that's what they do with the WWE games now. They're like, we can't upload your own music because it's copyright.
That's also bullshit, by the way.
I know. Yeah, I know it's bullshit, but you know how they are.
Oh, dinner's coming, guys, so we better answer these questions fast.
Here we go. All right, so let me get. So what we do now is I'm not writing these questions out by
my answer to all these questions is Batwoman.
All right, so we'll go around the horn, and Tony's gonna pop back in. He's having internet connection issues. Hey, awesome one.
I thought he just hated me because every time I come on the show, motherfucker just leaves.
No, he sent me a screenshot. His StreamYard went down. So here we go. We'll start out. We'll start with Culture. Culture gets the first question tonight.
Cool. I was gonna say, at least something's going down on him. Anyway, go ahead.
Now, chat, you guys will answer. We're not doing the answers in the live chat anymore. I'm going to put a poll up. I'll put the question in the chat over on YouTube right now. I'm typing it in as we speak, and that is: does Culture Casino have a 5-year plan? Does Culture Casino have a 5-year plan? And as soon as that question is up, you can start answering, and that is up right now. Yeah, Culture, you hold your answer back.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, that chat, that poll is in the chat now. You have, let's see, we'll go.
Is yes, no, and Batwoman.
That's it right there. Starting now, go ahead and answer in that YouTube poll on the live chat. And yeah,
can I answer? I feel like I have the inside, rail on this.
You might have the inside track. Draven, what do you think? I mean, you can answer on there as well, but I mean, you can talk out your answer.
It's Culture. He thinks everything out, so I'm gonna say yes. He's a very meticulous guy, and he's he does his thing, and he knows exactly what he wants. In life, I guess you could say. So yeah.
All right. What about you, Normie?
I feel like Culture seems like the kind of dude who has, Red Gay said, he's got a 20-year plan. It's not just a 5-year. So yeah,
definitely.
I like this one right here. My sketchbook says yes, he does, and he's 15 years into it. Small Time Republic, what's up? He says Stalin had a 5-year plan.
It kind of worked for him for a while.
Yeah.
Damn.
It did. All right,
I
let's
need
see
more
here.
beard oil. I got to go work on this thing.
Let's see.
That beard is epic, dude.
It is. That's looking extremely good, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so our answers are in. We're locked in. We have 15 votes. 15 votes on this first one for Culture, and all of them being for yes. So that's 100% Culture. Culture, do you have a 5-year plan? Go ahead and.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, everybody knows me very well. I have a 2-year plan, a 5-year plan, an 8-year plan, a 10-year plan, and a 15-year plan. I have not planned out 20 years because I don't know that I'll be here. But yeah, so far so good. And we are on our way to executing it. And I think everybody knows my plan. I'm moving to Florida, building a compound, and building production facilities on it. So everybody knows that. So well done to all of you.
All right. So
Nice,
yeah,
you'll be closer to me.
That's right.
See, he will be.
Yeah.
All right. So while we're only one question in Culture, I want you to in the chat pick somebody. You can see who are channel members in the YouTube chat, right?
Yeah,
I
of
think
course
you
you
can, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick somebody who's a non-channel member, Draven and Normie. You guys pick somebody who's a non-channel member to play for tonight. And the winner of the game will have their player in the chat can receive the Wakuian prize pack with a kazoo with the logo on it from the channel and one of the professional wrestling trading cards from my days in the ring, which is autographed by yours truly, of course.
Yeah, baby.
If you get enough of them, you can hold up table legs and stuff like that.
That's awesome. I need that.
So
I got to level stuff all the time.
see,
I need door and window installation shims, so those work good.
Oh, I've got plenty. All right. So Culture, who do you want to play for?
I think I'm gonna play for my sketchbook.
All right, my sketchbook is Culture's rep. What about you, Draven?
I'll choose Parrot Head.
All right, Draven's got Parrot Head.
I almost picked Parrot Head.
That's who I had written down.
Because I know I'm not gonna win, so I'm.
What about you, Normie?
Looks like an awesome one.
Man.
All right, Normie's playing for Awesome One. All right.
That's for calling me Sparkles all the time.
Oh boy.
All right,
Man,
so
it's rough in here.
Culture racked up 15 points his first question. So he's off to a strong start. You know, if Culture goes on to win tonight, he is going to have we're going to have him back on for a rematch with one of our other big winners, which is Brahma Bull, and then Mr. Grant Gregory as well, because Brahma and Grant Gregory are up top with wins.
You know,
right now.
I love those men. Those are good men.
I do. They're good people. They are good people.
Yeah, they are not like my hetero life mate Tom from Midnight's Edge, but they're close.
Happy birthday to Tom, by the way. Today's his birthday. I gotta wish him a happy birthday on Facebook.
He is 42. That is the perfect
I did say
age.
happy birthday to
He's
him.
my age.
Yeah,
he's my age.
He turned 42 today, which means he now knows the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Yep.
I called him Bat Tom on Facebook.
He is Bat Tom.
You're gifted that information. Once you turn 42, you're gifted that information.
You know, when you turn 52, what you get?
What? A proctologist?
No, extra visits to the doctor. That's what you get.
Yeah, see? All right, here we go. We're going with number 2, which we'll go over to Normie for this one. All right, so let me add. Let's get another poll ready here. Wait, let me shut this one down. And
Speaking of a poll.
Yeah, giggity. All right, so Normie. All right, Normie's question is, all right, chat.
Batwoman.
Are we Batwoman? Mm-hmm. It is I gotta start typing this out. Has Normie ever had a paranormal experience?
Ooh.
Has Normie ever had a paranormal experience? See, this game isn't all drugs and sex questions. Just mostly, which is fine. But no, has Normie ever had a paranormal experience? That is in the chat. Right, meow, and you can go ahead and weigh in. Right, meow. What do you think, Culture? Has Normie ever had a paranormal experience?
Of course. I think most people in their lifetimes, especially after the age of 30, have experienced something outside of their understood reality.
Okay.
Yeah. I also think that I believe that, right, meow.
I've had a couple myself, so yeah. I would be inclined to say probably.
I know I have.
Well, you're a vampire, so
that too. I'm a vampire, and then I was a. Dick,
I was about to say, does this count? Because I've been on stream with Angelus. many times.
Hail! PJ's in the chat. PJ! 1 hour till the Orville. Hail, PJ!
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
I know.
Guys, go over to Hulu and check out the new Orville.
Yes.
Displace that Obi-Wan Jablomi show, which sucks rocks.
Yeah. Stranger Things is really good too. If you guys haven't seen the new season,
Stranger Things spanked Obi-Wan Jablomi.
Oh yeah, dude. The practical.
That's right here.
I don't understand why people don't do practical effects anymore.
Dude, Top Gun, primary example of practical effects over bullshit. Right there you go.
Even if you do like a mix of the two.
Anyway, answer the question.
Hang on, we got 19. We got 19 in the chat right now. You got about another 10 seconds to weigh in.
Angelus, answer.
I answered. I said yes, but
all right, everybody's in.
I don't know.
All right, we're gonna lock in the results in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we have a total of 16 votes for Normie. We're at 62% yes, 37% no. Normie, have you ever had a paranormal experience?
Yes, I actually have. One night we were sleeping in our bedroom, and the closet door, I used to leave it like kind of cracked open, but you could hear it creaking, open, close, open, close, open, close. And I'm kind of thinking, okay, well, maybe it's the fans blowing it and closing it, and then it's opening it by itself, something like that. Well, my wife hears it, and my wife says stop, and then the door just closes, swings closed and stays closed. Wow. So, and then there's also been some other things where I'm like, there'll be a shoe that'll be flat on the ground, and I'll just be out of the corner of my eye, and I'll look, and then it just flips over to its side for no reason, and I'm like, did that really just happen, kind of thing? but yes.
Wow.
All right. So Normie has he's not too far behind culture right now.
Dude, that was a really impressive,
Man. That's better than mine. I touched a teddy bear off of one of those child, grave sites or whatever, where there was there was apparently like this lady that was like, the story is the lady like protects that area.
Yeah,
and I did that, and I felt somebody touch my arm, and immediately after that, I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." So
yeah, it's
that was
weird.
years ago, though.
Yeah.
All right. My parents' house is haunted.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've had 3 or 4 experiences there. There've been like 5 or 6 people that have died in that house.
When we go places that we know are haunted, I'm always the person that sucks all that shit. That all comes at me. We went to a wedding one time, and it was in a location historically that has many issues, and we stayed in this hotel, and we couldn't stay there that night because it was overwhelmingly full of problems. It was bizarre. Lots of weird stuff happening, man. Crazy drafts. When, first of all, it's hot as balls where we were, so there's no reason to have cold on you at any point in time. The plumbing malfunctioned. I was very uncomfortable. I felt like electricity was running through me the whole time.
Oh wow,
that's scary.
Yeah, but hey, I'm also into horror, so
Yeah, same.
Also, when my grandfather passed away, he used to like cough or like clear his throat or whatever. After he passed away, I could hear it like on the because I'm on the side where he passed away, like literally in the exact spot where he passed away. And that was hear it. And I was afraid to come over here, like
that was
in the dark at times.
That was my first memorable one. Right when I was 16, my grandfather just passed. One of my grandfathers, and he was incredibly important to me. The man was, essentially the personification of Christ, only not quite. And so he was an inspiration to me, and he came to me just a few days later and touched my leg, changed me completely, woke me out of a dead sleep. I mean, and I was wide awake. I was no longer sleeping. I went back to sleep, and just basically trying to tell me everything was fine, but it was bizarre. So, but anyway.
All right, here we go. Draven's first question. Now, let me get ready to put this one up here in the chat. This is like I said, we got a good game here on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. It's Draven's first question. Has Draven ever role played with his partner?
What?
With his partner. Has Draven ever role played with his partner?
Oh my God, he's gonna win.
Has Draven ever role played with his partner? That is in the live chat now. You can go ahead and vote in 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Normie. What do you think, Normie? Has he ever actually role played, like when he's getting ready to get down and dirty?
He's a vampire. Of course he has.
I think the question would have been, has he ever not?
Has he ever not? Has he ever been out of gimmick? Well, we haven't done this before.
Of course he has. Are you kidding, dude? There's probably like ritualistic bologna sausage going on there.
God damn.
Drink the Clamato juice. I don't want to. Just drink it.
Just drink this. Your teeth better be nice and red.
Right? That's it. Now bite the blood. Bite the blood capsule.
Look, I think that he gets the dark red chocolate sauce and he like drizzles it over, the lady and stuff, and then I'm telling you, there's definitely some stuff going on there.
He's taking notes behind the scenes right now.
I am.
He's like,
how do we do this? That sounds good. I haven't done that yet.
Like that. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Okay, all right. Can you just for research purposes, what did you say about 13 seconds ago?
Yeah, the dark red chocolate sauce. You can get
crack me up.
Yeah, you can. You know what? You can also get strawberry sauce. That apparently I'm allergic to strawberries. So.
Oh really?
Oh,
yeah.
That sucks.
It does. I used to have them when I was a kid, and I always wondered why does my tongue swell when I eat strawberries?
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, E5 on that. Yeah. Now it's just, hey, don't breathe anymore. Okay.
Yeah. Oh God. Red says, yeah, for sure. Draven's been the UPS guy.
Oh shit.
Awesome one says Draven's a vegan vampire.
No.
Brahma, what are you doing with that bologna sausage? That goes in you, Angelus.
Oh no.
Oh damn. Jeez.
All right, halt
Alrighty.
and catch fire. All right, let's see, Draven. We got the poll ending in 3, 2, 1. All right, we are locked in right now. Draven, have you ever role played with a partner?
I have. I was dressed as Deadpool, and she was dressed as Harley Quinn, and yeah.
Wow, you even went full on character role player.
I was about to say, like, that was not expecting that, but all right.
Yeah,
That's commitment to the gimmick, right?
That was me and my me and my ex were together, but yeah.
And if I ever see you at a convention and you're dressed as Deadpool, remind me never to touch you.
Yeah, I was away from you at that point.
Just don't shake hands.
Yeah, I'm not shaking his hand. Take that costume off, or at least take the gloves off.
Yeah, as we
I have it where they I took the gloves off of those, and I have like the fingerless ones. So.
Oh,
all right,
that's
a little more acceptable, but
no, they're tactical fingerless, but yeah.
Here we go. Let's see.
Isn't that reduced I'm not saying it.
We'll go. Let's see. Let's go with here we go. All right, I drew this one out, and we're going back to culture.
Oh shit!
For his second question, ladies and gentlemen, Draven. Let's see. So far, we got 15, 12 to 9. 15 for culture, 12 Normie, 9 Draven. Round number 2, Sci-Fi Nation. Greetings, welcome.
Okay.
Smash that like button. All right, ready for culture second question. Let me get this poll ready. Yeah. All right, now this is for Culture Casino. Does Culture's carpet match the drapes? Or did he go full on manscaped.com? Does Culture's carpet match the drapes, ladies and gentlemen? Draven, we'll go to you first. What do you think?
Oh, probably. It's like salt and pepper as well. He uses his hair care products down there as well.
Who's the asshole?
Actually, it's so funny to me because that was the same answer I was gonna give.
I mean, there's just. Oh, let's see. Let's check in while we pontificate here. We'll check on our poll in the chat right now. Oh wow. Okay. So we've got right now it's sitting at culture is at 17 total votes, 82% yes, 18% no. Damn. So we've got about 15 seconds to weigh in. If you have not voted yet, get your vote in. Yeah, does he just culture? I've never seen culture this quiet on a stream. Never, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it took. This question has silenced the Culture Casino. Let mark this June 1st.
June 1st, 2022. Kathleen Kennedy was not fired, but Culture Casino was rendered speechless, my friends, by a question about the carpet matching his drapes. This is one thing Doomtep can say for sure. He has never been more silent than this, my friends. And this is the only time I've been right.
It's like
in
turning
the last
red too. It's great.
1957 days.
All right, we're locking in the poll right meow. She's locked in. Culture. The moment of truth, sir. Does the carpet match the drapes?
I think I'm going to disappoint people because this is not going to be a good answer. Not because of the score, because I don't care, but I have hair on my body that is the same color as my hair, that also has gray hair. And I keep it manicured, but not necessarily.
You trim it up.
So, yeah, I mean, it's too bad there wasn't a third option, is all I have to say.
A simple yes would have done.
So we're saying yes. We're saying yes. Okay. Yep. We're saying yes. Yeah.
It's
That's
not quite yes. It's not, I mean, I don't know.
I guess. I mean,
That's a yes.
it sounds like it. I'm not playing. I'm basically your judge. It sounds like a yes to me. It really does, because there you've got. There's, trust me, I have the same thing. There's a mixture of hair of different shades everywhere, and I keep everything. For my wrestling days, I keep everything trimmed. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I don't want to be embarrassed when I wear a thong. So.
Right. That's it.
I don't need to know this. Thanks.
Hey,
or when you just pull your Speedo down and look at a girl right in the eyes and fondle yourself.
This might be the worst day ever.
fuck you, Glinzer. Pull it out, E-Temple judge. God damn it.
Okay.
I've been in a locker room with guys my whole life. Trust me, because I ain't gonna see anything I ain't seen before. Wait a second, that sounded really gay. Hang on, I'll play.
I mean, I'm not rocking 70s Bush by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I'll just play this. I'll just play this one on myself.
There have been times when things have been high and tight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is for me.
What are you, gay?
There.
80s gay.
80s gay. All right, so we've got our second question going to Normie right meow.
If you do that to me again, I'm gonna pull the friend card.
Welcome to Do You Know Me?
Yep. All right, let's see. Here we go. Does Normie? Why am I showing the card? I gotta put this in the fucking chat. Jesus, I'm still not used to this. Brahma suggested this, and big shout out to Brahma Bull Kazooian, good friend of the channel. He's one of the all-time. He's got one of the all-time high win records on here. So Normie's question: does Normie have a side hustle? Does Normie have a side hustle? Here we go. That is in the poll, and the poll is in the chat.
Restate that one more time.
Does Normie have a side hustle?
No, that's not like a lady on the side.
No, not a guma, not a
or
guma.
a dude on the side, maybe.
Yeah, we don't want to discriminate, we don't want to discriminate here.
No. Or they them on the side.
That's they could identify as
or a lamppost on the side. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, attack helicopter.
Whatever.
Look at attack helicopter. I love it. Sci-Fi Nation says Normie hustles as a kinkster.
I can't believe we made it to this stage of the show.
His icon has side hustle is red and blue, so there's science. Hustle culture, not peace.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Pando hustle, Pando hustle, Madman. I was thinking Madman Pondo, the wrestler.
No, Madman. Well, kinda, isn't it? What's his name?
Lando Pando.
Yeah, Lando.
Yeah, Pando. Oh, toaster fucker. Toaster fucker.
Or in this case, robot. But
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I mean, that's kind of the direction humanity's headed.
It really is, It's almost
right now.
I mean,
I mean, think about it. If we were younger, is there really any attractive younger female in the world that you would risk everything that you ever did in your life to spend any time with whatsoever?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'd be single. And I'd probably be a billionaire by now. If I had kept my grades the way they were going into high school and my study habits, and not God is Jesus Christ, here's all these women all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I would probably, yeah.
I think that's really the weird place, right? I mean, the women have now created the environment where the men are like, yeah, you're not worth it.
That's it. That's it. Because half these chicks have got 6 dudes already.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna simp up on you. I ain't gonna do that. You know, you're fine for sure, but you know what? I got a computer, and I'm gonna build a robot.
Yep. And this bitch will be loyal. She might choke me out one day, but I have no problem going out like Bob Crane in a hotel room with Wilford Brimley. All right. So does Normie have a side hustle? We got 94% yes.
You get to answer that?
Did you guys answer?
No,
I didn't.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna say yes because he has Lieutenant
gonna say
Dan's
yes?
ice cream.
Yep. Okay. What about you, Culture?
Oh, dude, for sure he's got a side hustle. I think I
Okay.
got 10 of them.
All right. Normie, do you have a side hustle, sir?
No, I work my 40 and I go the fuck home.
So you don't do anything at all on the side?
Like for money?
Yeah.
No.
Wow, your YouTube career is gonna suck.
I haven't uploaded a video in over a year.
I know it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Have you so like do you have merch out there at all?
No.
Wow.
I don't do a side hustle either.
Angelus.
I do.
I was thinking of doing some merch, but I don't know.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna educate you guys. We're gonna go to work.
I got merch. I need a new. We have a new shirt we're gonna put out. I just need it designed.
I got merch. Nobody buys it, but I've got merch.
Same here. Same here. I buy more of my merch than me and Chris Fisk. And there's been other people, like I know Nano's wife got a pair of the leggings and said they weren't any good, so I'm gonna pull them from the store. But all right, so our last question of the evening, because we're running on overtime right now, goes to Draven. So far we've got Culture with 28 and Normie's sitting at 18. Draven's at 9. So Draven's going to need a big turnout from the chat if in the answer
This is what always happens.
Question
I do good on one, and then
you're gonna need to whip out your dong and smash it on the table, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get we're gonna have to get frickin'
I'll bring Grant in here. Yeah, we got
Grant.
roll Grant.
We're gonna get Grant and Culture and Brahma on one stream and just have battle royale.
Yeah, except we all like each other.
Yeah,
Red Gaze is right. I do have a Twitch that's kind of a side hustle because I
is a
can
Twitch
make money
star
on there.
Yep,
So.
exactly.
Yep, and you know what? And let me tell you, I mean, the gays would know.
The gays agenda knows. All right. This is Draven's last question. This is the last question of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, before we hit the go home segment. Does Draven kiss with his eyes open? Does Draven kiss with his eyes open? That question is in the chat. Right, meow. You go ahead and you answer. Normie, we'll start with you. What do you think? Is Draven an open-eyed kisser?
No, he seems more like a traditionalist. So he keeps his eyes closed.
Yeah. Doesn't sneak a peek occasionally, or just he's straight up. He's just gonna be the romantic kind of, and just close his eyes and just go by the vibes of the moment.
Yep.
What about you? What about you, Culture? What do you think, man?
It's probably situational. Because he's a vampire, so he's probably worried about stakes. But for the most part, I'd say he probably closes his eyes. So no, he doesn't leave his eyes open. Again, I mean, I think he's a traditionalist.
All right. So that's 2. All right, so that's 2. Okay.
Do you not guess do you guess at any of these?
I don't. I have to be impartial in the event of a tie. All right, so we got 14 votes right now. We put it in 1 minute ago. We'll leave her up for another 20, another 20 seconds or so. Yeah, this has been a great stream. I'd like to welcome Ruben Christopher Haynes as one of the Kazooians, and he already got a kazoo and trading card from I think Brahma somebody represented Ruben in the chat. Yeah, I think it was Brahma. Repped him in the chat, and he got his. So yeah, like I said, if you're a new channel member like Nefarious or Medi, hit me up at you can DM me on Twitter, or if you're not on Twitter, you can email me at the place to be reviews at mail.com, the world's best mail, for shipping info. I will ship you. I'm not going to spam your mailbox or anything. I'm just going to send you a kazoo and a trading card. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're going to lock in the poll right meow in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The poll is locked in, ladies and gents. All right. Does Angelus Draven kiss with his eyes open? We have 58% no, 41% yes. What do you say, Draven?
I want to say yes because I'm weird like that. I like to see what I'm doing, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fault you. I'm freaky though. I do a lot of never mind. But I don't. That's
if I'm comfortable and with the person for a while, then yeah, I'll start closing my eyes. But I have to actually have like
I told you.
I have to have like a connection with the person to like want to close my eyes.
It's called an erection, bro.
Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I guess I don't know.
Here we go. All right, so culture ended up winning 28
wow.
To 21, and Draven had 21 and Normie had 18. So thank you everybody for playing this evening. I appreciate it. And Culture was playing for my sketchbook 340. Carnal, my sketchbook. Hit me up on Twitter if you want a kazoo and trading card, my brother. I will ship that out to you probably within the next couple of days. Like I said, I've been holding back packages to ship because hail Vinny, what's going on, bro? My brother. So yeah, we'll get that out in the mail to my sketchbook 340 as soon as he gets me his shipping info. That, ladies and gents, was the quiz sensation that's sweeping the nation. Do you know me? Congratulations to Culture Casino again for his big victory tonight, man. It was a hard fought victory, I'm sure. Do you have any words?
My words are subscribe to all these incredible human beings that have been on the panel with me this evening. They are my dear friends, and they deserve your support. Be sure to check out, Angelus Draven's Twitch, where he actually does ball pit streams in a bikini. So check that out.
Yeah.
I want to acknowledge Brahma Bull, who's been a member for 3 months.
He's a member? He's a 3 month member?
Yeah, Brahma's a 3-month member. Says showdown between Culture, Grant Gregory, and himself. We are gonna make we should book that for 2 weeks. We could book that for 2 weeks.
Wait, I'm gonna be I think I'll be in Dallas.
Okay. So
I'm gonna try to actually go to Dallas, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Okay. We'll make it the week after. We'll shoot for the week after that.
Dallas is Father's Day weekend, so just keep
okay. That. I'll probably be moving that weekend. That's all right. I'm happy, dude. Trust me. The best present. I'll send you a picture of the house, Culture.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I can't wait.
I want to send you a picture of the house.
Yeah. You invite me over to build your studio. So
you're invited.
Because I'll film it, and then I will make money on you. See, that's my grift.
I'll only ask for a percentage that's akin to New York State income tax.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
but
about 52%.
Oh well, so far I make no money on my channel. So the new
Yeah,
channel.
right. What'd you do? What kind of channel did you start?
Yeah, I
Go
started a
ahead.
new
This
channel.
is the outro, so I'm gonna go ahead
Okay.
and let you go ahead first.
No, I started Cultured Builds, CULTURED Builds, BUILDS, Cultured Builds, and got over 100 subscribers. I released my first video today. It is how to build a planter box, but I'm capable of doing just about anything when it comes to construction. I can do gardening. I can do a lot of crazy stuff. I do engineering design for animatronics, you name it. So we can talk about things that need to be done at your new residence, and if I can't be there in person, I can walk you through them pretty easily, including soundproofing. Pretty good at that.
Oh,
too.
excellent, man.
So, but do check out the new channel. Of course, check out the old channel, Culture Casino, where I talk about pop culture, news, entertainment, and I talk about it from the business perspective. Like, how is this possibly making any money? And I love doing it. And I miss some of my old members that moved on to other channels, probably because they were smaller. But I'm not that big. I have just under 3,500 subs now. So, but
well, congrats, man. You've had some good growth, dude. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I mean, I'm growing like Pee Wee Herman's dick. I need to get like, like fucking King Kong's dick soon. I mean, have you seen what's been happening? Like, Wakeda's like at 2.5 billion people. Okay, maybe not that big. That Umbrella guy, well, no, he's done really well. All these great creators are doing very well. I won't cover things I don't fall in love with, and I was not in love with covering trial stuff. And but I loved watching Tug and Yellow Flash and everybody else that was doing it. So I don't fault anybody for their growth. I love them for it. So
that's because you're a man of integrity, Culture.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not my jam. I'm not passionate about it. Whereas Tug was amazing at it. God, the dude's been doing it for 3 years, and he finally got what he deserved, the recognition and everything for what he'd been doing. So congratulations to that Umbrella guy. He's awesome. So's his wife. She's smoking too. Anyway, there's that.
Oh, Lola. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful to everybody else. I'm grateful for my crew, which would include you, Mr. Etep Wakuian, Vinnieart.
Thank you, brother.
Red Gaze, Nerium Noah, all of which are incredible humans, great creatives, and people that should be supported. Man, so many other people. I can't thank enough people out there. Everybody knows about my great friendship with Drew, and so many other folks that I came up with through our little clutch of humans. And I just want to say thanks to all of you. I really do.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Next up on the docket is our man, the Fandom Menace Vampire, Fandom Collective Vampire, Mr. Angelus Draven.
Hey guys, you can catch me over on Twitch playing games, doing the Elden Ring thing. I still have to finish that.
And the ball pit. Tell them about the bikini ball pit.
Apparently, there's a ball pit with me in a bikini, and my tits out. But okay. Anyway, and then on YouTube, I just did the review of Double or Nothing from AEW. So go over there and check that out. Other than that, I'm usually over here on ETEP's show or over on Tony's at the Clown World Reviews talking about wrestling. So, yeah.
Absolutely, brother. Good to have you again. And yeah, subscribe to Draven and get the cure for those vamp aids over there on Draven's channel. Next up is Mr. Normie. Tell the folks what you got going on, Normie.
Well, I really don't use my YouTube very much. So if you want to go and follow me on Twitter at New Comic Normie. And also, instead of going to my channel and subbing, go to the Fandom Collective channel. Fandom Collective does great things for a lot of creators. And go over there, give them a sub. And while you're on Twitter, follow them on Twitter. And if you have a YouTube channel and need a little help getting out there, Fandom Collective does a lot of good work. So might want to check that out.
Yeah, they do a great job. Well done. They are excellent at promoting channels. Indeed.
They really are.
That's how I met a lot of the people that I stream with now, man. Was through them because I reached out to them. Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it, Normie. As always, my man. It's good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Me, let's see. I'll be over on PJ's channel, Orville Nation, tomorrow with him and the crew over there, which is always a blast.
Oh,
I've met
dude.
some really cool people. The Orville
Hulu.
comes out.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Moments
yeah,
from now. Moments
Yeah,
from
it's
now.
Awesome.
it's at
I
midnight.
can't
I
wait.
think midnight Eastern. So I'm gonna watch that before bed. And let's see what else. Next week the long form video in the WCW series will be Halloween Havoc 1995 live from Detroit, Michigan. I will be reviewing that. That'll be about a 45 to 60-minute video. Pay-per-view reviews take me. It'll be a full probably 24 hours worth of production for that. But I got to go all out and be careful for copyright because WWE has been dinging me left and right to where I've uploaded and pulled a video down 4 times to edit it.
They're terrible humans.
Yeah, dude. They're it's WWE. They're the ones that are they're
AEW
the ones
does
that are
it
hitting
too.
me up. Yep. So I've got that coming. I've got a members video tomorrow. I'll be putting out. I got a video. I'm covering the article. I know it came out like a day or so ago. They said CBR again with a stupid ass article saying Terminator 2. Why that ruined the franchise?
Oh, they drop shit on.
I took that. I saw that. I took that as a personal attack, like Brie Larson. So we're gonna talk about that, and you will probably see me doing a live stream Saturday night. We'll be doing Saturday night's main event this weekend. We'll see if I'm gonna hit my boy, my murder mitten compadre Darius Munchausen up. Bring Darius back on, and we'll see who else wants to come out and play Saturday night with us. So subscribe to all these wonderful people. I will be adjusting the description and putting Culture and Draven in there after the fact. So thank you all. And Tony, like I said, he's having internet issues, folks. I see you got a screen share, Culture. What you got?
I got the latest Pinocchio trailer from Disney for you. Just pay attention to the dislikes.
Oh my God, that thing got destroyed.
And not only that, so that's got it's 1.4 million views on the official channel, right?
Holy
that was
shit.
earlier today. It's supposedly worse. I haven't had a chance to pull it up, but this was earlier today. I'm going to keep my eyeballs on it. I started watching this yesterday when it dropped. And I guess Josiah did a video on it a few hours ago, so he beat me to the punch here because I didn't think anybody was paying attention to this, but I think it's sunk even more since it dropped. So they're not doing quite well over there at Disney, and it's no bueno. It's no bueno.
When's that live action Little Mermaid supposed to come out?
That's also gonna suck rocks. So just be prepared.
Oh, I know.
Just
it's
like
gonna
the
suck.
snow,
I
just
wanna
like
see
Snow
how bad
White.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna be just like that Snow White with Rachel Ziegler. Rachel Ziegler.
Yep. Actually, now we're at 186,000 downvotes on the.
Damn.
Yeah, they're not doing well.com.
No, they're getting destroyed on that. Well, they didn't need to make it. They didn't need to make it, especially with Tom Hanks. That's a little creepy.
Isn't it? Like, you think about his history, the fact that he was setting up to move to Greece for a particular reason.
Mhm.
And all know what the reason was.
Yep.
And, yeah, I mean, not a good look, Disney. Not
No,
a good pick.
no, not in the least bit. Not in the least bit. So that's it, gang. Thank you, each and every one of y'all in the chat. Let's see. My sketchbook 340. Got it all. Hit me up on Twitter. Shoot me a DM. I'll ship that package out to you. Thank you, Ruben, for joining. Ruben Christopher Haynes again. He's our 24th channel member. Glinzer, Normie, another monster joined as a channel member too. I see. Thank you, another monster. So we got 25 peeps now, because I don't think another monster was a channel member before tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm missing it. I ain't got that many. To where I should be forgetting people. I should know all my names. So I see did Keely Chow join too?
Wow. Well, you got gifted some subs, so who knows?
Yeah, it says. So there we go.
That's
awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad. That makes me happy. You got gifted those memberships like that.
You will be over 100 subs in no time, brother.
Oh man, thank you all. Tina, Bojan, thank you. Everybody in the chat, Parrothead, purveyor of memes. You know, my sketchbook, Brahma, LB Anna was here, Sci-Fi Nation, Orville Nation, Awesome One. You know, Red Gaze, man, one of the horsemen from Monday night. There's 5 of us. There ain't just 4. There's 5. There's me,
Vinny.
Tony, Chris, Vinny, and Red.
Yep.
You know, yeah, I cannot wait to get my hands on Shadow of the Kraken. Damn, thank you, everybody. I do. I appreciate y'all so much. You guys being here, you could be anywhere in the world, and your time is an irreplaceable commodity. And tonight, you spent it wisely. You spent it here with us. Let us take your mind off all the bullshit going on in the world and provide you a little bit of levity for a couple hours. So, yeah, thank you for being here. And I'm Tepokuina, the place to be reviews. We've been here with all of yous. If we don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one.
Get your own.
Take that, you bitch!
No! What the hell?
How'd you like that?
Hey, joke's on you. I have hepatitis.